Hey everyone, I'm sitting in a kitchen on a house we just completed. We're here taking pictures, doing final cleanup, final punch out, making sure everything's ready for our listing coming on the market here in the next day or two. But tonight, I want to talk to you about probably the most popular question I get outside of how do you find these houses. This comes in a very close second, and it's very, very important. And it's where do you find the money? And as we go through this video, and if you hold on, I'll give you the numbers in this particular deal. But where do we find the money? I want to review the 4 most popular ways where you can find all the money you need to do the deals that you want to do. Whether you want to buy, renovate, and sell, whether you want to buy, renovate, and hold properties long term. Number 1, the first most popular way is you have to learn how to attract, how you have to be a magnet for private money. And private money simply means people, individuals that have money sitting on the sidelines. They're not interested in the topsy-turvy stock market. They don't want to get 3 or 4% in a CD. They want to get a very good return, anywhere from 10 to 12%. And they're secured against the property that you're renovating or holding for a long-term rental. How do you find those people? How do you find that private bank? Well, folks, in my mentoring section with people, I go over that extensively. I talk about how you have to create a credibility package. And believe it or not, it doesn't even have to be your credibility. It could be someone else's property. But you have to create that, and you have to start networking and meeting people in your own network, people that you meet that know somebody, have a bunch of sit downs, some coffees, some dinners, some breakfasts, and you'll eventually garner some money in order to do some of these deals. Number 1 way, create your own private bank. Create private money that you can do these deals with. Number 2 is something you should ask every single seller when you're sitting in that living room trying to put a deal together, and that is twofold. That is owner financing, where they play the bank, where they literally are financing that property for you. And then secondly, subject to, learning how to take over mortgages quietly, learning how to make those payments while you're doing the deal, and then when you resell the deal or refinance the deal, that mortgage is paid off. Folks, there's a ton of very cheap money out there, and if you can take over that money for short periods of time, and in some cases long periods of time, you can find just a tremendous amount of money. So private money, learning to ask for owner financing and subject to financing. Number 3, a very easy way that all of us can do. If you're breathing, if you find a good deal, you can do this way of financing, and that is finding in your local area a hard money lender. Now, the difference between a hard money lender and a private lender is simple. Hard money lender is going to charge you more fees. They're going to charge you points, meaning more fees on that loan. The interest rate in some cases could be a little bit higher, but they're strictly, for the most part, lending on that property. Sure, they're going to ask you about experience. Sure, they're going to ask you about your project details, but they're looking to make sure that their money is secure, that their money is safe. So if you fall down, if the project doesn't work out, they're going to foreclose. They're going to take that house. But hard money is available in every city across the country. And reach out to me if you need a few referrals here in our local area, in the Washington, D.C. metro area. And then 4th, and finally, maybe one of the best ways, partnerships, is teaming up with someone with money. Folks, there's so many people out there that are busy working, that are lawyers, that are doctors, they're small business owners, they're electricians, they're plumbers. They're everywhere, and they have money. They are not going to take the time, energy, and effort or the interest to go out and find these types of deals that we always talk about. Houses that need work, distressed properties. They're not going to do it. That's not their line of work, but they have capital. They're interested in real estate. So your role as that partner is to identify those deals. Bring them in as your financial backing. Bring them in as your partner. You do that deal, and they get a nice return on their capital. You can structure any way you want. We have lots of different ways to structure partnerships. And again, reaching out and letting us know if we can help you, be more than happy to. Folks, there are so many ways to finance properties. We go through it in our mentoring program and some of the classes I've given over the years. Literally can show you 18 to 25 ways to finance real estate. It's very important you learn how to get the money. And now finally, thanks for sticking around. Let me give you the details on this deal. This deal is a suburban house in Washington, D.C. We purchased it for $280,000. It literally needed about $35,000 or $40,000. The house was in good shape, meaning had a newer roof, newer windows, newer HVAC, garage door, brand new front door. We came in, we had to paint it, we had to put all new flooring in, we had to do some upgrades to the kitchen. Now, as you look behind me, you'll see we decided not to do the cabinetry. Folks, we're going to find out in the next week to 2 weeks if that was a good decision or not. They're in good shape. We put new hinges, new knobs on them, put in new granite, updated the bathrooms, redid the yard. So we have about 320, I'm going to say 330 with some holding costs and some closing costs in the deal. We're going to go on the market at $429,900, so a nice $100,000 spread there. By the time we pay some more holding costs, pay a realtor in theory on the back end, pay some closing costs in the back end, this should be about $70,000, $75,000, $80,000 deal. Not bad, and that is a great deal here in the DC metro area and in your communities too. These properties are still available. You got to learn how to find them. You got to learn how to finance them. If I can help you in any way, reach out. More than happy to help you. Hope this gave you a little insight on financing. Let's review real quick. Number one, private money. Learn how to attract money from private individuals. Number two, always ask for owner financing or subject to financing. Again, we can go through that a little bit more with you if you reach out to me. Number three, find a hard money lender. All of us should have a good hard money lender in our area when we absolutely need money. We have a great deal. We need capital. We're willing to pay for it. And then finally, find partners, find money partners, people that will put up capital and they'll allow you to do deals, and you can structure those partnerships any way you like. A lot of different creative strategies to do that. And you will have all the money that you need to do deals. And that's what we're about, doing deals, making money, and enjoying real estate investments. I was just driving away from the house that we just did the video on financing from, and I forget to tell you how we financed that house. Very simple. We had private money. We had $280,000 of private money that was secured against the house on a first mortgage. We're paying a 10% interest, a monthly only, accrued, and will be paid when the house is finished. And then we came up with some personal cash of roughly $40,000 to come in and close the house and do the renovation. But the bulk of the money was raised through private sources, giving them a nice return, secured against real estate. And I'm sure once this house is done, this investor who I've known for a while will turn the money around and do another deal with us as it comes available. So private money is a great source of capital. You have to work at it a little bit, but once you have it established and you have it ongoing, it's a great source to do a lot of your deals with. So hope that helped you. I just wanted to make that mention because I forgot to tell you in the video. Have a good night.